All right, geometry students. I'm going to go over a couple more of these questions on the review sheet, and then I'm going to post solutions to the whole thing. All right. I'm going to go over question 23. That one's a little tricky. This is one of the ones where you gotta, there's more than one way you could get from triangle ABC to RST. And you really got to look at these choices carefully and eliminate them. So choice 1 says a line reflection over y equals x. And that looks close, but you would have to switch the x and y values. And C would have to map to T. So I'm just looking at that right away. And if you switch -1, 2 for C, that is not what you would get for T. So that's wrong, right? A rotation of 180 centered around 0.10. All right, this is 1, 0. And if you look, this is going to be it, because from C to this point is down 2 and over 2, and T is down 2 and over 2. From B, it's down 2 and over 4. From this point to S, because B's got a map to S, it's down 2 and over 4. So this is going to be the answer. All right? A line reflection over the x-axis. Now, while that might look right, that it could be that, but then it would have had to be another reflection, because AC would have to flip the TR. That's not going to work. All right? And a line reflection over the x-axis followed by a reflection over y equals 1. And, you know, that's sneaky, because if it was x equals 1, if it was this line, x equals 1, that would have worked. All right? There's really nothing that tricky on the test, but it's a good question. Look it over again. All right? You know, it really makes you think. It's a Regents level of difficulty. All right, another question I want to look at, question number 26. All right, this is a short answer question, all right? And I believe there's one like it on the test. All right, so if you look at it, all right, you should notice that A double prime, C double prime is to the right of this triangle, and CA is to the left of this triangle. So right away, you should see that the order, which they refer to as the orientation, is flipped around. That's telling me right away this is a reflection. Okay? Now, this is a reflection over the y-axis. Okay? If you reflected it over the y-axis, okay, C is 2 off. C would be there. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you'd see A would end up over here. And then you would see that it shifts down too. All right? Followed by a translation down 2. All right? So that's another, you know, this is like a medium range of difficulty. All right? This is something you should be able to do. 23 was very tricky. All right? All right? Let me look at one more here. 28, and again, 28's a little tricky, and I think, if I remember correctly, 30 is very similar. All right, 28 looks very innocent, all right? Looking at the way the shape is, because there's symmetry in the shape, it looks like it just reflected. But that's very misleading, okay? What you got to look at here is not only did it flip, but you see here A is on the right and B is on, A is on the left, B is on the right. And if I reflect it over the x-axis, okay, A would still be on the left and B would still be on the right. But if you look at our figure below, it's reversed. So what really happened here, and before you get into it, you got to pay attention to this, is that it rotated. You could have had a reflection, but it would also have to rotate. Okay, so this is going to be a rotation of 180 degrees. Okay, and when you rotate at 180, what's going to happen is, remember, the signs are going to change. So B is 3, 2. B prime is going to be -3, -2. So B prime is going to end up here. And you could turn your paper to see this. A is -3, +2. A prime is going to be the opposite signs, +3, -2. So A prime is going to be here. And then if you do the same with D and C, you'll get the rest of the shape, and then it translates down too. All right? Very sneaky. I'll be honest. It looks like it reflected and then it translated, but it's actually a rotation. So you just got to be on your toes with some of these. All right? C would have been here and D would have been there. And this is what it would have looked like after the rotation. All right? All right, try the rest of these questions first. And then take a look at the solutions, okay? I'm going to post the solutions to all of this by like 9, by hopefully 10 o'clock, the latest, all right? Email me if you have any questions. There's going to be a test on Monday, Tuesday. You got till Tuesday to finish it on Castle Learning. All right, talk to you soon. Hope all is well.